Everybody, I'm going to introduce the rules of Confident in just one moment. But first, please, never mind the applause you gave to these three. Tom and I have been partially kept sane over the pandemic by listening to every single episode of the Board Game Barrage podcast on the week of release. Welcome to the stage, Board Game Barrage! I didn't tell any of these 7 players this, but there is a prize. Whichever team wins, the other team has to spend no less than 60 seconds saying what they like about the other site. So, and I'll be checking you all for honesty, authenticity, no faking, no jokes, okay?
Backhanded compliments.
No backhanded compliments. It's got to be sincere from the heart. If it's not from the heart, you do again, and we'll all stay here until they get it right. I will now introduce the rules of the game Confident. Everyone in this audience can play along. You can play it as a solo game, but then you will definitely win. And that might be fine. That might be what you want. If you're playing with a group of friends, though, you can see truly which of you is the best at deeply esoteric board game trivia. So, the way that this game works, can we have the categories on the screen, please? Okay. We have 16 categories. I came up with this idea. You might have seen it on Jeopardy. I didn't steal it. So the way that this works is teams will take turns picking a question, and then that question is going to be absolutely impossible to answer. And the answer will always be a number, okay? You're not going to answer a number. Your answer will be a range. So for example, a question might be, how many fingers are on both of Quinn's hands? And your range could be somewhere, don't look, that's cheating. Your answer might be somewhere between 5 and 40, okay? Or it might be somewhere between 9 and 11. If you are confident, okay?
I get it now.
Now, you will get 1 point if the correct answer is in the range that you placed. However, you will get 3 points if your answer was in the range and your range was the smallest out of all the correct answers. Did I explain that okay?
Yeah, but I'm realizing as a 2-player head-to-head team-based game, we maybe should have workshopped those rules.
No, I think it'll work.
Okay.
Okay, before we start though, Board Game Barrage, I want to say that the main thing that you 4 need to know is that while listening to your podcast, I mostly listen to it while going for runs, so I've been exclusively damp and wet while listening to your podcast. Sometimes I get home from my run and there's more podcast left, and then I get in the bath and I'm totally nude and wet and still listening to Board Game Barrage.
Quinn, can you stop?
Okay.
I knew
It's sort of our target audience.
having.
That's what we're looking for.
That's what you said. I thought, don't stop. Okay. Well, now I want to. Board Game Barrage, as our very special guests, which of these categories calls to the 4 of you?
Well, before we get into that, I think Christina has something to announce.
Before we get into that, we have a Board Game Barrage tradition, which you may remember a while ago, years ago, we gifted you hundreds of horses.
Oh yeah.
And the natural follow-up gift, the natural follow-up gift to hundreds of horses is tasty cakes. So.
Yes!
Oh, wait,
Tasty cakes.
what a-
So many cakes.
we have some for the audience too. Don't worry.
Oh wow! Is this sabotage? Are you trying to bring?
Yes.
And that is where the kindness ends.
The glazed,
we were going to get you something, but Tom forgot it.
the glazed apple is vegan, so that's for Ava.
Should we do names? Do they do names on
I've
TV?
changed my mind. I'm on their team.
Can we get someone from the PAX Enforcer team who's involved in drug poison testing? I thought you were going to ask for plates. No. Yeah, we should introduce everybody individually.
From right to left, while Shut Up and Sit Down are eating, would you like to introduce yourselves and special skills, favorite games? Starting with Kellen. What's your name?
Kellen. Hello, fellow gamers.
Wow, I think that only the left side of the room are gamers. I think
Yes. Which left?
my left.
Your left.
On this side of the room, are you gamers?
There you go.
Oh no, I got it wrong. People on the left aren't gamers. The people on the right.
My name is Kellen. I'm so happy to be here. And Quinn told me I was the team captain. So.
Oh yeah. Round of applause for the team captain.
It was actually who's the easiest to make fun of? That should be the team captain.
No, that didn't happen.
And we chose Kellen.
That is not true.
Matt is the team captain for Shut Up and Sit Down.
What?
Hello, I'm Christina, also known as the Blue Tank on the Board Game Barrage podcast. I'm also very excited to be here. I wish I was eating crimpets.
They're great. We cannot get over the fact that these are called, I've never seen this before, this is amazing. Tasty cake with more K's than should be there.
Yes, we agree.
And these, we're used to something in the UK called crumpets, which are spelled with a C, but these are called butterscotch crimpets.
Yeah,
That's our
honestly,
version. That's the American version.
That's why we picked those. We thought they were just crumpets.
And I think you'll find that crumpets came first.
It's just, it's such a comedic word that I pointed it out to Tom after we just ate them without looking at the back. This could have been anything, but I just pointed at the word crimpets and I thought he was going to choke.
I would have died happy.
Yeah, I'm crimping it.
Okay, good. Another Board Game Barrage tradition is eating right before we record.
Huh?
So, yes, you're doing good. Okay, next, Neelan.
Thank you. Thank you, Christina. Hi, I'm Neelan. I'm from the Board Game Barrage podcast as well. And my specialty subject is 1v1 team-based competitions.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Actually,
Have you got any
that's
cake for
awesome.
us?
And I'm Mark, the Green Tank from Board Game Barrage, and I just want to say, go Phillies, go Eagles, go Union, go Flyers.
What a pro! What a pro! I think the audience are already completely on Board Game Barage's
Yeah, I know, we
side.
suck.
Okay, you might think also it's unfair that you got 4 heads versus 3. It is unfair, and that's awesome. I'm rooting for you 4, I think.
Love it.
I feel like kind of antagonistic towards you 3. I'm not sure why. Obviously, we've worked really well for the whole con, but now it's like all bets are off.
It's because we've worked so well for the whole con. You're just taking it out on us now?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically, yeah. Who thinks it's funny that I'm mean to my own site?
Yeah.
And with that, also, I forgot to mention this backstage, so let's do it now. Both teams have 3 one-shot powers you may use as you're coming up with your answers. So someone should make a note of this. You may, on one...
We will all make a note of this.
Look at the try-hards. This is awesome.
Excuse
Your
me.
3 powers are on one round. Before I give you the answer, you may, if you're very confident, double the points you get for that. So 0 is double to 0.
What's that called? Very confident power?
Doubler. I don't.
Very
double.
confident.
We should say this is based on a real game. There's a trivia game called Confident ?
But we did modify one of the special powers in this, see if you can guess which one.
There's another rule, which if you're not confident, you can declare you're copying the other team's answer.
Okay.
We won't use that.
That's hilarious. And the third power is whisper a hint in my ear, sweet Quentin.
That's my favorite one.
It's my favorite one
To
as
use
well.
that power, you do have to say, "Oh, whisper a secret
Yeah.
in my ear, sweet
Oh,
Quentin."
whisper in my ear, sweet Quentin.
Can we request that one while you're nude in the bath? Are those mutually exclusive?
Can we get a bath up here? The bath team? I don't know if they're in the room.
Can you, Tom, this is like, I don't know what this says about you. Can you hold up your sheet of paper to the audience? It's written the 3 powers in massive letters. That's,
So I don't forget.
okay, great. You've got to use that paper for answers as well.
Plenty of room for working out answers.
Yeah, right.
Are you building a wall for the, okay. This is just embarrassing for me now. You 3 need to try a little bit.
We had cake.
Oh, great. Okay, audience, please get your phones ready if you would like to play along. And Board Game Barrage, would you like to pick one of these 16? I gave these categories real names, but then Matt pointed out you can't put 16 complete sentences on one PowerPoint slide. So Matt had to boil them down to individual words and did a pretty good job.
So
Yeah.
some things jump out.
Yeah.
Horses.
Horses is big, yeah. I think we have to go with the doctor
The
himself.
doctor. Yeah, you mislabeled one of them. It should be the doctor.
Okay, the Niz. You're going for the category the Niz.
That's correct.
And the question is, in Reiner Knizia's design studio, in real life, there is a component room containing the dismembered pieces of his games. I don't know why, but how many different playing pieces are in there according to Knizia's official website?
Okay.
Oh, I like that. I like this audience. To hear them all go, oh.
I told you we should have gone to the website and not Wikipedia.
You were reading his Wikipedia page for like the last 40
I
minutes.
was.
Yeah,
I know so many facts about him, but not this one.
If you come to-
I love Reiner, and seeing the words Reiner Knizia, dismembered and basement, it's really quite upsetting. I'm like, oh no, really? We have to get rid of all of his games.
Yes, really. Here we go. Okay.
It's got to be. So we had how many games did you design? We figured out 400 or something.
No, it was over 600.
600. Okay,
Over
600.
600.
600 times.
One piece per game, maybe?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Each one in an individual space in the shelf.
Right. I'm thinking like 2,000.
Are we like counting like if there's like 4 different colors?
Try hard.
I mean, it's different pieces. You remember the room we saw at Fantasy Flight headquarters where they had the replacement pieces for their games? I think.
You've been in this room?
Oh, yeah, we've been to.
You cheater?
I'm the host. If I didn't know the answers, this would be a really weird game.
I just feel like, you know, if you've got a box, I'm such a problem with this game in general. If you've got a box full of like cubes, right? Like Agricola, how many components has it got? Has it got one? Is this like, you know, is it just like a cube?
Pieces
How many different pieces? So if cubes are the same. Does anyone in the audience have a problem with this question? No one.
I
It's
don't
just
have
Matt.
problems. I just have questions. I'm just curious.
Okay, it's different.
Is that a problem?
You remember in the Fantasy Flight, the component replacement room for people if they get sent a game without a component.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is a box of orange cubes. This is a box of green cubes.
Right.
Okay.
Now to proceed to answer this question really badly.
So I'm
still
thinking,
think we just
I would
go
say
with
maybe like
400 times 2,
between
'cause you've
750 and 2,000.
Oh, they can hear us right now?
Yeah, this is the fun part of this game, is that you do have to talk your communication to, well, you have to vibe it. You have to do a bit of communication into the mic. You can do a bit of whispering, but not too much.
I mean, I'm communicating something essentially entirely unhelpful, so I'm a bit annoyed that my team captain is being.
Well, I just wrote it down.
Oh, what
Heavy
did
is
you
the head that wears this
Right,
crown.
now is when you start taking me seriously.
I think.
So that's the answer?
So what you'll do is you'll both write down your answer, and then we'll see who's... So
Within a range.
within a range, yes. And everyone in the audience needs to do this as well.
Okay.
Doesn't
that's
count if you get the answer, then write the range. Like
2,000, 4,000. Yeah.
Why'd you say it?
Listen,
They're listening.
this is entertainment.
He's writing right now.
You got to be a showman.
They don't even have to use their copy the other team.
Our answer is locked in, Mr.
Okay,
Quinn.
good. Right. Is the answer locked in? No? Oh my goodness.
That's rubbish.
I'm not sure that's constructive, Chris. Higher or lower?
This determines your leadership for the rest of the game.
No.
This is you're tying your colours to the mast with this one.
You can't push me off the plank that quickly or easily.
All right.
Okay, I'm team captain.
Higher or lower? No.
Oh!
Higher or lower? You can't just say that's rubbish.
Bigger.
they're
I
already
heard a
falling
bit of their
apart.
answer.
Bigger.
Can we vote on this mutiny?
Yeah.
We agree. Raise your hand.
Does any of you want to be the team captain over here?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Shut up and sit down. I hate that it's my site that's causing problems. Have you got an answer locked in?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Board Game Barrage. What is your range? Oh, it's also helpful if you say how big the range is, which requires maths. But you didn't know that, so.
Okay. 2,000 to 4,000 haunted pieces.
2,000 to 4,000. That is a range of 2,000. Shut up and sit down. What did you go with?
Oh no. We went for 700 to 1,000.
2 pieces per game, 400 games. It makes total sense.
In Rainer Knizia's offices, in his component room, there are 28,000 pieces.
Oh, wow.
Everyone in the audience who got that right, give yourself a round of applause. Now, an important thing about Confident, it is theoretically possible to get a point every round from doing a range of like 1 to 1,000,000, okay?
But crucially, that sucks.
Okay, right, can we please have the categories back on screen? Hopefully our teams are just warming up, because otherwise I'm
So
just...
what happened there was Ava gave me a suggestion, and then Tom just said, that's rubbish.
And then we all just fell apart.
I think we need a better system.
Okay, yeah, we do.
Do we get a We Were Closer point?
No.
Are you, Are you
But,
sure?
No, but I respect you more.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Can we just get a point?
What?
No. But
Okay.
also, I'm not against deducting points if, you know, something happens.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Can we get a point deducted from them?
maybe.
Okay.
Okay, shut up and sit down. Would you like to select a category, please?
Buddy and Jet.
Bud and Jet.
Cheap Dungeons and Impoverished Dragons. What was the art budget in US dollars for the first ever print run of Dungeons and Dragons in 1974?
It's US dollars, so we have an edge.
Yeah. We can't answer yet. It was probably
But
pretty
Matt
low.
was the only one alive then, right?
What did Matt write down?
Matt's written one word, and it's inflation.
and I've underlined it. I'm trying to communicate secretly with my team.
Something like that.
Again, we kind of need a better system.
Or
I write things, Tom reads them out.
maybe a little bigger here.
No, I think
No.
it'll be surprisingly
Do we
late.
think
But we want
it's
to keep the range. We wanna
big
keep-
number or
Have you
small
seen The
number?
Price
I
is
would
Right?
guess it's under that.
Have I seen the?
I would guess so too.
Yeah.
Can we bid like $1 to $1 million?
I don't, in England, we don't have the prices right. We have something called bobbins and crowns. No,
Yeah.
okay. I like how, by the way, I told these teams before we came out, it's like, please, don't just whisper, because if you get competitive, the show doesn't work. And then after one question, you're both just,
Well, we're using the Price is Right strategy.
what's that?
Well, we don't have to tell you that.
So look, I'm thinking 1 in 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Lock it
definitely
in.
like on the surprisingly low
Yeah, I
end.
agree.
And
Yeah.
we say it
This is-
confidently.
This has
I
stopped
think the thing
becoming
is,
a
like-
comedy panel and become a serious game show in the space of one question, and I love it. What are you thinking over at Shut Up and Sit Down?
Just a group that love budgeting.
Oh, all three of you love budgeting. Well, Matt and Ava love budgeting.
I hate
I do
budgeting.
not love budgeting.
I think the cake's wearing off.
This is good. This is
Yeah?
good. Yeah, no, I like this.
We're locked in. We're ready.
We're locked in.
Okay, Shut Up and Sit Down. What is your range?
We have gone for $70 to $250.
Some whispers from the audience, someone applauding.
Thank you.
Nice.
Let's see if Board Game Barrage get an applause. What is your range?
$1 to $1,000. What? No, boo.
The art budget for the first ever release of Dungeons & Dragons was $100. That's 3 points to Shut Up and Sit Down and 1 point to Board Game Barrage.
That's fine.
We'll take it.
False sense of security. False sense of security.
You forgot
And
to
you know
write.
what the difference there was? Inflation.
If you just written inflation and underlined it, note that I then didn't do any inflation-based calculation.
The team, this is way too much power to get. Actually, can someone from the audience, do we have someone super reliable in the audience who's like I don't know, like an arbiter? Me. Oh, sorry, someone directly in front of you, sir? Beans.
They want beans.
That's not a, is that a name?
No, it's a category.
It's a category.
Oh, right. No, look, I was doing a thing. Someone, okay, do we have like an accountant or lawyer or judge or someone similarly trustworthy in the audience? We can use the beans to count. We don't have any actual beans. It's on a screen. It's not real.
I'll keep score.
Kellen. Okay,
I'm happy
I was
to.
going to see if we had someone in the audience willing to keep. Actually, you know what? The whole audience as a zeitgeist, as a godhead, can keep score, right? So, Shut Up and Sit Down has great.
Okay,
good.
one to 3, right?
3 points. Shut Up and Sit Down.
Am I
1
ready?
point. To
It's really easy to
But I'm-
manipulate the reality of crowds as well, so this is great.
Okay, right.
Points, Jim, shut up and
I
down!
don't think saying that is the best way to do that.
No.
Did everyone in this audience know that Matt thinks you're easy to manipulate?
It's not your fault, you're human like I am. It's how we're made, it doesn't work.
Wait, it's okay. I'm still the team captain. Can I kick him out?
Yes. But that's if that
Betrayal.
happens. If you do kick him out, he can't come back. That's the rule. Take the Board Game Barrage. Do any of these categories call to you? I mean, they all do, obviously, because they're awesome. They're awesome,
I
amazing.
think the long Catan, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Catan. There are kits you can buy for Catan, Settlers of Catan. No, it's called Catan now. That let you play the game with a theoretically limitless number of players. I know I was disturbed too. But how many players took part in the largest ever game of Catan?
Okay.
How many people
I
are
love
there
this.
in the world that
The
enjoy
audience just
playing
going,
Catan?
"Oh, no."
Like 50 tops?
They represent how we feel.
Would this be fun?
What's that?
Would it be fun to play in this game?
I mean, that is beside the points.
Oh,
That is
It's
way
gotta
too
be-
high.
It's got to be.
it's more than 10.
Yeah,
What?
way more than 10.
More than 4.
Oh, I was thinking like
Okay.
700.
I think that should be the
700.
middle.
I mean, it's hundreds.
Yeah, I
would
think
say.
it's hundreds. Yeah.
It's not hundreds.
No, it is.
That would take forever.
I mean, this is like a world record
yeah.
thing.
This is a world record.
What do they play for 4 days? Can they sleep?
4 days.
Can they
Can
sleep?
you say clarification
Did they
on
sleep
whether-
during the game?
I have stuff to tell you, but that would require the use of some kind of hint-based clue.
Oh, no.
No, we're saving it. We're saving it.
Do we want Quentin to whisper a secret into
lower
our ears?
limit
We
No,
can
is
switch
20.
voice.
No, not
We don't need him anymore.
Sure.
It's
We don't
20
need
to 100.
Quins.
It's not more than 100.
That's cruel.
I think it's more than 100.
Sorry,
Even though he's
Quins.
been
I would
sassing
bet it's
us
world
and saying
record.
they're
It's like
great
a
and
world
hoping that we all
record.
die, that's mean.
Play it safe.
I think it's higher than that.
Yeah.
200 people playing Catan?
I think so.
Are you crazy?
Oh, did you just hear what they said?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, jeez.
I know, but-
Go back to the drawing board.
But I like
Wait.
this really works as a team game in the fact that we have one person going, it's not going to be any lower than this, and they go, no way, it's going to be this high. And then you just go, well, that's it then. We've got our low number and we've got our high
Oh,
number.
yeah, okay.
And then I don't do anything.
All right, well, can I make that number lower then?
1 to 2.
What about inflation?
This one.
I mean, I would make this number
One
higher.
person in the
Okay, you're gonna go
80s
200.
became 6 people. Actually, that's kind of true because of how
Okay,
reproduction.
okay.
Never mind.
Okay, we're locked in.
Locked in.
I have to be the mediator.
Wait, what did we lock in at?
We locked it in.
No, we locked it in.
Yeah.
We don't need you.
Wow.
Train.
Yeah, sure.
Bad for them.
Okay. Are you both locked in?
It's me and Mark. We'll make it a third team.
That's all we need.
Okay, Board Game Barrage, what is your number?
Can we
Or
ask the
range?
audience?
Can you ask the audience?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's a good
Like-
idea.
You said you were locked in.
Well, but 50 players to 200. And oh God, I hope it's not 200.
We're going with 140 to 280. I heard someone going, oh my God. And I know, I feel that, right? But I think this is going to be shocking. I don't think anyone's going to like the answers to this.
You sound very confident.
Matt, I mean, do you want to listen to that voice on yourself?
No.
Okay.
Never.
The largest number, not largest, the number of people who played in the world's largest game of Catan was 1,000
Kellen.
Helen,
Ellen!
how could you?
and 40, including Klaus Tuber themselves.
Whoa.
What I would have given
Did
you as
he
a
win?
hint was that the way that massively multiplayer Catan works is it works out ways to do concurrent turns.
Right.
So
Yawn.
I think so. I'm assuming. I actually just assumed that because 1,000 people is otherwise, like you say, it would be months.
Wait, you're
And for the
making,
record-
you're
for the
making up
record,
your
Tom
hints?
was really campaigning on the side to bring our lowest number down.
Yeah, all right, all right.
What were you thinking?
Like 40. You gotta get those points.
We should have gone with Ava to the moon.
To the moon!
Ava, what would you have gone higher?
I would have been going at like 1,000, 2,000 kind
Okay,
of.
we're going to be on the next
sure.
one
It's a
together.
record attempt. Like the only reason you're going to do, you're going to be going for something absolutely ridiculous. Like the world's largest Carcassonne game was like. The
Oh, yeah,
size
covered
of
like an arena.
a bigger than a room like this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And it was awesome.
And it was awesome, and it took like a year. And I think that's true.
All these people lost
it's
their jobs,
massive.
families.
Charlton, sit down. Do you have a category that calls to you?
Big jig.
German publisher Ravensburger sells what they call the world's largest jigsaw puzzle. Based on memorable Disney moments, it retails for US $600. But how many pieces does it have?
Neelan, you have this, right?
Yeah, I just did this yesterday.
How many
It's gotta be
moments
like
per
10,000?
piece?
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's like a starting place. I think I've seen 10,000 piece puzzles.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
That is
Do you want to
not
go
good
10,000 as low?
So I'm trying to do,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to do maths.
Annoying is I've probably seen this YouTube video. I kind of vaguely remember this, but no.
Can someone Google it for me real quick?
Yeah. Just hand signs. You can just give us.
I want to say it's like tens of thousands.
Like
What's the maths?
I think it might be.
Thinking like
If
Closer
not
to
more.
100.
10 to 100?
100,000.
10 to 100?
jigsaw puzzle.
I could do that.
How much do you reckon
But we're
that's
going
gonna
slow.
I think now we should use
Oh,
our
I like
Ask the Audience.
15
There's a lot of
bucks.
Matt's
rumbling.
No,
There's no ask the
engineering it
audience.
from the
There's no
price.
ask the
No,
audience.
We made up the Ask the
That
Audience.
Yeah, I think
No, but
we
the price
we
isn't
like that
based,
one.
like, the number of pieces.
10 to 100,000?
Sure.
I think it's closer on that. I think it's like 50 to 150.
It's just like a size.
150 pieces.
No.
Thousands. We're
150,000
starting in
pieces.
thousands.
So
The
you wanna
big
go-
question
you
is
wanna go
how many
50
Disney
10 to
moments
150?
can I remember?
50. 50.
No,
And how many
I
pieces?
think 10 to
Work
100.
from the, how many
So
memorable
Neil
Disney
and I
moments are there and go
I don't
backwards, yeah.
understand your maths.
Neil
on
is saying 10 to
cardboard
100.
stuff.
10 to
the world's
100,000.
largest jigsaw puzzle.
If that's what you guys feel better with.
But it
then-
might
Well,
be-
you can
it might
buy
be that
this,
each
right?
piece
It's
is
not like
the
one crazy
Yeah,
person.
size of your head.
No.
I mean, so you mean 100,000
I feel like we might
pieces?
need. I feel like we might need
like a
Sweet
deal.
Quintin to whisper a secret.
I mean, it's like
Say the magic words, Tom.
We're using
cardboard.
Sweet
How much
Quintin.
does it cost?
Let's let them lock
Okay.
in.
Ready?
You're using Whisper Secret.
What are we locked
10,
in?
10 to 100? Yeah. Okay. We're locked in.
They've blocked it.
And we don't need you, Sweet Quintin.
Okay.
We do. Now more than ever.
Oh, Sweet Quintin, whisper a secret in our ears.
It's not crazy.
And we just get one of these per game, yeah?
Honestly,
Cross
when
it
we,
off.
when we came up with that hint rule, I was like, oh, cool. Oh, but I'm not I'm not going to come up with hints for 16 questions. So.
That's way too much effort for a live show.
Yeah, no. Can you imagine? No,
I feel like there's a different word beginning with S and ending in T that should be at the beginning of Quinton in that.
Whoa.
You think it's higher
Whoa,
than this?
whisper me.
I've gone too far, haven't I?
S.
Quinton.
Quinton.
I love
What are you saying?
I just don't remember.
Based on that stellar insight quiz,
thinks
we're happy to lock it in.
Actually, that's really big.
All right, maybe.
No, it's not.
Okay, right.
Okay, we locked in?
We're locked in.
Board Game Barrage, what is your answer?
10,000 to 100,000.
10,000 to 100,000. Shut up
It's
and sit
not
down.
crazy.
What did you go for?
5,000 to 10,000. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's locked in, it's locked in.
I told them. I think I really
used
do
a
need to be
hint?
the
And that was even with Quinn's amazing hint.
The answer is, how many pieces in Ravenburger's $600 jigsaw puzzle? 40,320.
Yes.
That's 3 points to Board Game Barrage.
And how many to Team Shut Up and Sit Down?
0.
Please.
4.
Little point, please. Got a little point. Please.
Yeah, I was leaning into it being chunky because I was like, right,
Oh, you
it's
thought the piece-
biggest, but doesn't necessarily got the most pieces, and also it's like, no offense, but who's gonna like?
Well, look,
I kind of feel like, is it for children?
if you... No.
No.
Who buys that
It's like
children's...
gigantic, but like the pieces are like this.
You thought
big,
it was
I don't
going to be
know.
9
I think
pieces.
don't
You know what,
understand the market
Can we
for
stick a
puzzles.
pin in this? Because if you would like to return to the source of misery that is the big jig, there are 2 more categories. Board Game Barrage, I think it's your turn to pick a category.
Sorry, I was trying to calculate the price per piece for that jigsaw puzzle.
I mean, you want to keep the jigging going?
Keep jigging.
Jig it up?
Jig
Yeah.
up? Could
Yeah,
we
we'll jig up.
Big
oh, yeah,
jig
because you
two.
did get
I
point,
want
yeah.
to get off the jig train.
Are you doing Big Jig Part 2?
Yes,
Jig two.
return
Can we
of the
please
big.
have the second Big Jig question on the screen, please? Return of the Big Jig. German publisher Ravensburger still sells what they
I
call
know
the
the answer to
world's
this one.
largest jigsaw puzzle.
Oh.
Based on memorable Disney moments, it retails for US $600. But how long is it in feet?
I mean,
it
who could have
40,000
expected
pieces?
somebody to develop 16 entirely unique questions for a live show? You know, it's a lot of, you know.
I did go to the website and it had all
You
the
were like,
stats, and I was like, yeah, jackpot.
Here's the puzzle, right?
So wait, square footage?
No. There's length,
Okay.
and there's width or height or whatever.
Right, okay.
So
okay.
just the length.
Just length, okay.
Oh,
you
you know,
accept thickness?
Okay.
yeah, no, we'll say with length. That's tricky, but yeah, we're gonna go with length.
44,000 feet.
I heard Tom just whisper
So-
44,000 feet.
I still maintain, I believe this jigsaw puzzle, each
No.
piece
Okay,
is
here's
this
what I know
big. I have
It's
no reason
actually
for this.
4
No.
puzzles.
Okay. So each puzzle is like
10,000 pieces.
Yeah. So each puzzle will be like a 2 feet.
How many, what?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want like
Quinn's,
between like.
how big is a foot?
What? No. That's a. They've already used their
Get it on the table?
It's like no, it's like a table. It's like the length of a table.
Can I have that for reference?
You-
Take it off.
In
this is how
a
you get
bath.
closer to me being in a bathtub.
Just one item at a time.
Welcome.
Who wants
to-
Quinn's shoe?
Don't put your nose in it. It's a convention. Holy
So
kittens.
that's a foot.
I don't know where it's been.
So
Yeah, you do.
5 and
oh yeah,
5
he
and 15.
does.
I would say like,
do
Or
it.
5 is gonna be way too long, right?
no, I think it
5 and 15 feet.
could be like,
I think we should trust
I watch a
him
lot
on
of
this.
stand-up,
He literally
right? And
looks-
I've never
he
seen
literally
comedians
looks at
have
the
to wipe
mark
their
and says, "Here's my
hands
jigsaw
'cause-
puzzle."
yeah, I like that.
But like, my goodness.
Like, yeah.
Tom,
Smart ways of doing it.
how tall are you?
How many?
I'm not liable to disclose that information at this time. Yeah, I mean, in feet.
You stand on the chair.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm gonna take my shoe back.
5 and 15.
5.
5 and 15.
Yeah. 5 to 15.
Yeah.
1,
He's saying it's about 4 times a regular
3,
size one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
4, about 4 feet.
Come to Philadelphia, they said. You'll have a completely normal time, they said.
So I've just spent quite a long time going through some numbers here and
Yeah.
actually doing the maths and really thinking about
Is this the first time you're doing maths
Yeah,
in this game?
first time in a while doing maths. And my calculations have led me to the number that should be quite accurate of 2,000 feet,
Do you want to walk us
which
through your
does
working? or-
lead me to believe that maybe my mathematical ability leaves something to be desired.
Should we get the questions locked in?
We're confident.
We're
You
ready.
confident? You confident?
Even ask me.
Well, no, but I'm just expecting you to tell me things, and you don't, and then afterwards say, "Why didn't you?" Just tell me things, Ava. Help! Look at my maths.
Okay, there are other better questions, so let's motor.
Okay. Well, no, okay. Our answer is 1,900 to 2,000.
Come on.
No. Let's go with your answer.
No. I'm not saying 2,000 feet. That isn't.
I don't think you can
How
buy
big is
anything for
2,000 feet?
$600 that's 2,000 feet long.
200 to 600 feet.
No.
Okay, locked in. Moving on.
That's locked.
Moving
It's locked.
on.
No.
He said it very confidently.
He's not the team leader.
Chess
He's not
rules,
the team
chess
leader.
No, but he was very confident. So
Doesn't matter, it's-
200 to 600
No.
feet, Board Game Barrage.
It's
What is
8
your
to
answer?
12.
You might want to raise it.
Tom, can you be team leader now?
Yeah, I'll take it.
1 to 5 toms in length.
Oh no. How long? Okay, what's your answer? Yeah, what's the actual number?
No, that's what I wrote down.
1 to 5.
No, 5 to 25 feet.
8 to 12 feet is what our
Can we
answer
swap
was.
it to 8 to
What?
12 feet?
You swap it. Are you still in their answer?
No. Oh, ooh. Let's have it.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
You're using the copy.
We're using the copy.
The answer is the largest jigsaw in the world sold by Ravensburger is 22.3 feet. So that's no points for both teams. Woo! Round of applause.
Tom, you
Wait,
have to ask us.
I don't know what's happening
That's 3
anymore.
points for Board Game Barrage. I thought you said 20 feet.
5 to
Oh, 25.
so we got
you
3
nailed
points.
it. What, so
we
what
got
was the
3
full
points.
answer? 5 to 25. Ah, smashed it. Yeah, 3 points for Board Game Barrage. Superb. Oh no, and 3 points for Shut Up and Sit Down.
But it's fine, we've done it.
Okay, Shut Up and Sit Down. Do you dare enter the third big jig? Probably don't. It's like, unless it's really good.
No,
Big Jig 3.
Okay.
I feel like get it
actually,
over with is a
Wait,
bad
no,
thing.
lightning round.
Honestly, I've just realized because of the answers you've got, you can math out the answer to the third question.
And that'll be
It's
fun
going to
for
be like
everyone.
the same question, but in
I'm not sure
meters.
Matt can maths out the answer to the correct question.
Okay, go on then. Let's bring up the third big jig. Okay, somebody.
Big Jig this side.
Somebody help, the big jig is back again. I thought it was dead. I'm sorry. German publisher Ravensburger continues to sell what they call the world's largest jigsaw puzzle based on memorable Disney moments. It retails for US $600. But how many hours do they estimate it would take one person to complete, not including sleeping, eating, toilet breaks, and weeping?
How many pieces was
I
it?
reckon it's like no time at all because you would just be
40,000.
weeping.
But so much of that is,
Sleep
okay,
the rest of your
Weeping,
life.
then give up.
so much of that is like sorting.
Right.
Listen to them. Listen to that. That's what.
The thing is, I've worked out now that actually I just carried a 0 wrong, and my maths was actually pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was your?
My process was basically going, well, we know it's like 44,000 pieces, right?
Yeah.
Guessing that it's going to be like roughly wide rather than square.
It's rectangular. It's
Oh, yeah,
really
it's
long
rectangular.
for like a
So
dining table.
Then I just basically gave a rough split of the numbers. Then I worked out the kind of rough size of a jigsaw piece.
How did that
You're so
work for
cool,
you?
Matt. You're so cool.
And that's why we had to copy
Get
Board
it
Game
over
Barrage.
with.
Do you
someone
have
over-
an
are you
idea of like
keeping
how
track of the-
long
the
you
points
expect it
you've
to take like a regular puzzle?
No.
It's only going to be going to good puzzles, right?
What sort of person is doing the puzzle?
1 month.
You're asking me?
YouTubers, from in my experience.
Oh, is there a big jigsaw YouTube?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Are they like super good?
Nealon's a big
We're going
part
to
of it.
JigCon after this. Next stop is
Is
JigCon.
JigCon a real thing?
Okay, so how long would you expect for like a 5,000 piece jigsaw?
That's got to be like 3 hours.
No,
Way more?
Longer, way longer.
yeah, long.
It's 1,000 pieces per hour.
1,000 pieces per hour.
I'm trying to get them to hear
That's
that.
not.
It's our
That's
organization.
That's pretty. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, so
let's
let's
do
say
it.
1,000 piece is like an hour to 2 hours.
Yeah.
We're
So-
about
500 per hour.
500 per hour. Okay, 500 per hour, and we're saying how many pieces?
I thought this was a
To
fun
my
question,
memory,
but I
it's
realized,
like
yeah, it's a question of if you do
multiple
the first
80
one.
hours.
It's like
It's
multiple
about a
days.
case
It's
of
like it's
figuring
like
out how long it takes you to do it. But also, is it hard? Do jigsaws get harder the
What are
more
you saying?
pieces they
It's
are?
like 3 or 4
more
days.
time per piece, the
Okay,
bigger
so
they
what's the
are.
range
Probably, yeah.
I'm really enjoying the fact this is the first panel I've ever been on
60
where
to
the audience has
100
been
hours?
talking
60 to
for
120.
most of it, and that's fine. Like people really getting into
It's
this.
really
Yeah,
chill.
okay, it's
good,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
We're ready. We're locked in.
I think they've realised how bad we're going to be at this.
Shut up and sit down. Are you locked in?
Yep.
Okay. Shut up and sit down. What is your estimation?
Oh, you changed it? Okay. 200 to 350 hours.
Okay.
Board
Moving
game-
on.
All right.
A mixture of reactions there.
Yeah.
Board Game Barrage?
60 to 120 hours.
The answer, you are both wrong. It is 600 hours.
What?
Time well spent.
Yeah,
$1 per hour.
$1 per hour, yeah.
Thank God we're leaving the gravity of the black hole that is the series of questions about Big Jig.
Like all of the aghastness
value.
of that reaction. Like, have people never done like 1,000-piece jigsaw? It takes like days.
Years. Oh, okay.
1,000-piece jigsaw is, I think, like a
It takes time.
Yeah. Okay, Board Game Barrage, you have control of the board.
We have to go horses, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say horses.
Horses, The Gathering. Approximately 23,000 different cards have been released for Magic the Gathering since the game's release in 1993. How many of them have horses, ponies, or both horses and ponies in the name?
Hundreds.
In the name.
All of them.
No.
Yeah. Okay,
No,
so
all of them,
what,
says
what
Ava.
percentage are we thinking here?
Does this include seahorses?
Does this include seahorses?
I reckon in the art, there's
Point of clarification,
Oh, yeah, sure.
seahorses.
Yeah, that would have come up in my search.
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha,
Yeah.
great, perfect,
In my extremely rigorous database search.
excellent.
Does this include mythical but definitely real beings like Pegasi and unicorns?
No, it does not. That would have been way more complicated to search for.
Okay, so ponies or horses, like 1%?
in the name.
1%?
I think that's
1%, 1 in 100 Magic cards is about horses.
Forget the spread.
Maybe.
1 in hundreds and hundreds of horses.
I don't think that's crazy.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So
I have a horse deck, a pony deck, sweet
Galloping
swirls.
across my many lands.
10 to 100?
Copy them?
Matt just said, I think we're laughing.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, really?
He's got it on lock.
Well, why don't you got to. You've
Okay,
got
but I
haven't
your
looked at it
power.
yet.
Your doubler.
Them
I'm
first.
beginning to realize that the key thing with this is not
no,
getting
we can
it
do it
right,
first. We can
but
do it.
having an
Less than
answer that
1,000.
doesn't leave you,
Okay, so do you want to go like
your entire team feeling
what's the lowest
furious
it
at
could
you at the point.
Can I see your range?
80?
If it's 23,000 total cards,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's got to be like.
What does that mean?
I just wanted to
Copy,
see.
we're copying.
I'm a fan.
100
Quincy, are you
elf
psyching us
horses.
out?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, can I? Is that? I assumed I couldn't crack you, but if I can, it's
Yeah.
going to start.
Okay, so like
You want double
20
it?
to 100?
Yeah.
No.
No?
80?
80?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of kinds of horses,
Okay,
Mark.
I was just laughed at for my 1% thing, so I'll leave it to
Okay,
you.
we both locked in?
Yes.
Okay.
The thing I like about this game is you write a range and you go, yeah. And then if you sit with it while other players wait to finish the turn, you go, no. And then you change one of the things. Okay, shut up and sit down. What is your answer?
Wait, did we team captain?
Yeah, well, you've both
you're the team
taken it
captain.
off me at
Team,
this point.
team captain, announce what we're going to do.
Wait, I thought you were the team captain.
Wait, am I?
Yeah.
All
Team
right.
captain.
Maestro, we want to double this answer.
You're going to double the points you get.
Use it. Use the
Tom, if you're wrong to do this, I'm being team captain again.
All right, okay, I take it. I'll take
For
it.
the record, if they copy, they don't get the double, though, right?
That's correct.
So if we copy this, we get double the points?
No.
No.
We can't double and copy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Don't you, but
case
you,
scenario-
someone on you out of you four actually plays Magic, isn't that right? Well,
Mr.
While,
Nealon.
yeah, a little bit. Yes, you wouldn't. Like, I tell you, these three have not.
Okay. We'll go with our own.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
That's a bold copy if you copy. Okay, Board Game Barrage. What is your answer
80 to 200 horses, ponies, or both horses and ponies.
in the name of the card? Eh? Okay.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
80?
That's just crazy. Ava, tell them our answer.
Really? 120 to 332.
They're very close.
The answer is 13.
Well, I'm sorry to have to, like, put Wizards of the Coast under fire here, but I think it's frankly embarrassing that for a game that has 23,000 cards, and how many of those cards have got pictures of horses on, but they do not actually credit the horses. Credit your horses.
Credit the horses.
Wizards.
I think we're aligned on that. We can come together for that.
I tell you, like, that question was originally goblins, and there were literally too many for me to count, so I just tried until I
Oh,
found some.
what you did it by just counting the cards?
He had them all out in front of him.
How else would I do it, Matt?
How do you have all 23,000 Magic the Gathering cards?
I'm very cool. Shut up and sit down. It's your question, I believe. Is that right? Yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
Your category. You have control of the board. I like saying that.
Ava, as our new team leader.
Oh yeah, we got it wrong. Okay, Beans. No,
Oh.
trains. No, beans. No, trains.
Trains. They're both good. We going with trains?
Trains.
Okay, a boring question about Ticket to Ride. You did it. You chose the boring question. You brought this on yourself. I'm not sure why. Maybe you hate yourself. Anyway, in Ticket to Ride, what's the minimum number of trains required to build a route from Vancouver to Miami?
We can get this. We can get this.
Just draw it,
Tom's
right?
drawing
Yeah,
the
draw the
map.
map.
I'm into it. Unless it's not related to the question and Tom's just having a
Know where
breakdown.
Vancouver and
So
Miami
it's
are?
like there?
No.
Okay,
You can
it's
go
like
from
over
like
here?
Washington to
Ah,
the
okay.
Midwest in like
Miami's
6.
over
Isn't there like a long
Tom has
route?
been to
It's on the
Vancouver
pipe.
and accidentally drew it on his map in just above Boston.
I mean, I think the minimum
You've
would have to be
accounted there
something
being
like...
something there that's in the way of the trains.
Yeah, maybe, I would say like 30, but 20's fine.
How
What is
many
that,
cities
is
do
that
we
one of
think
the
there are
Great
on the way?
Lakes, maybe?
There's
in
there's
the
a
way
bunch,
of
but
that?
there's a lot of like 2-train connections.
One of the mountains, maybe?
I'm literally
know nothing
entranced
about
by
this.
Tom's
Okay.
process here.
So I would say
Yeah, I'm letting him do it. I don't care.
like
Whatever
20
this
to
magic
like
math
60.
decides is the answer, I will go with it.
60's a lot.
High?
No
Okay, yeah.
way.
Yeah, you're right.
No
Yeah,
way
that's way
that
too
is,
high. That's, yeah.
That's the minimum.
20 to 40?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Tom has
to
written
45.
between
Okay, yeah, that
13 and
works.
900 as a first draft.
Give them our answer.
We're workshopping.
Not,
That's
trust
like
me,
escaping
no,
from one
there's
side
no
of the
way.
map to the other, basically, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Doesn't 45 feel really high?
Yeah, actually, 45 is going to be high. 45 is going to be high.
You're going to have to go through it.
35,
It's the
35,
longest
40?
route on the set.
Yeah.
Okay. You can
They're
adjust
going to
them
guess
fine.
like 100.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
A tense silence falls over the room because this is like the only real trivia question on the board.
Does anyone have a copy in the audience right now?
That's right. Can you hold it up?
This is a useless audience. They just yell beans no matter what. But what's this? Does anyone have a copy of Ticket to Ride? There you go. See?
the answer is beans.
The answer is beans. Right, we got 2 locked in sets of answers?
Yes.
Wait, are we doing this in trains or beans? What's the unit of...
It's about the same because a bean.
How many
like-
beans can you fit in a Ticket to Ride box?
Oh.
Can we get the camera on? Oh, we've already got a camera on. Amazing. On,
top down?
yeah.
Where is that?
Oh no.
Kellen, hide your page.
So this is Tom's. We have Tom's mathematical process here. Is basically like what I really enjoy about this is he was like, okay, well, Vancouver's over here, Miami's down here. He wasn't sure where either of them were initially, but after he did, he was very clear at making an outline of America here. But I really like the fact that as he did it, there was this kind of natural curve here, as if he knew there was something that had to go around that was here.
That's where New York is.
Do you have something against Idaho?
Okay, Board Game Barrage.
Can you show our paper?
Do we have your
Yeah,
range?
I want to see their train math if we can do that. But
Oh, do
I
we
don't
have-
know how many people have to
Could we
swing
get their train map
among the
over here?
rafters. Or you can pass the paper over, put it here.
Okay.
We're locked in.
Well, there's
We have an
cameras
answer.
Oh
there.
no, they've just done it.
Where is that? That's so alarming.
It'll be a robotic camera rather than someone swinging around. Sadly.
That's just dope, isn't it? That's awesome.
Oh, it's
It's
pretty
upside
wet now.
And Board
Can we
Game Barrage
deduct
have
1
won
point
the
from Board Game
evening.
Barrage? No? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, I see. The classic one too.
This is so like, it's like you passed me like a slick body part in a plastic.
I'm pretty sure you've just been negged with cake.
Anyway, let's just move on. Board Game Barrage, what's your rank? No, that's mine. Wait, excuse me. Okay, whatever. Board Game Barrage, what is your range?
Oh, our range is 20 to 40.
20 to 40.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down.
Ours is 18 to 25.
18 to 25. That's tight. The answer's 23. You bloody did it! But you got, Board Game Barrage still get 1 point.
It's all because of the diagram.
It is. Maybe you should draw a map for every question.
Don't tempt me.
Board Game Barrage, you have control of the board.
We'll take Big Jig 4.
I think
You've
it's, yeah,
done
it's
it.
got to
You've
be
unlocked-
We got to do beans.
Beans.
We're on beans. Beans.
Beans. Why did it have to be beans? In the manual of Uwe Rosenberg's smash hit 1997 bean growing card game Bonanza, how many times do the words bean and beans appear?
Is this this entire panel has been you figuring out that Control F is a thing on a computer.
But then quickly getting bored of that.
That's not true. Sometimes I search Board Game Geek for stuff.
You're so cool.
Okay. I'm going to pass to our bean expert.
What do you got? What are you thinking?
Pinto.
We have all of our powers.
Yeah. Do you want to whisper a hint?
I'm assuming we're in the English language.
Yeah, it's Control F. No, Callum was
a
right.
trick where it's all burner.
Boner. No, yeah, the English one, not the German. Yeah, that would be the.
Yeah.
Just for no, I don't know what bean means in German.
It's a trick question.
7 mentions of bean per page.
Okay.
Twins.
And you're confident about that?
I know
I
that.
would love you to whisper a secret in my sweet, sweet ear about beans.
Whisper. That's not.
like it's gonna be
I'm sweet. Your ear
I
isn't
don't think
sweet.
it's going to be as high as 7
Sweet.
Oh, sorry. Sweet Quentin. Please whisper a secret about beans in my ear.
Oh, I love it. That's what I've been waiting for this whole time. Wait, but no, the Shut Up and Sit Down has to lock in their answer before.
I was really
do
hoping for
anything.
this section you would just literally walk over and whisper things into people's ears.
Oh, but then
I'm really disappointed.
I can do that.
Yeah, do it.
Well,
Do
you get
it,
your answer.
Do it.
Get your answer in first. Beans.
Beans.
This
All right. We'll
Audiences are great.
So 7 per page.
7 per page.
they're
3
gonna
pages.
calculate their
No,
crunch.
it's like a 10-page rulebook.
10-page rulebook.
It's quite long. It's quite small pages. but
Small
yeah.
pages,
I think
big
it's less
words.
than 7.
Most of the words are bean.
No, it's not. Like,
Probably like 200,
yeah.
300,
I'll have it.
So narrow.
400.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have locked in our answer.
Okay. Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. It's a lot.
It's higher than that.
Oh no.
How crazy would you say it is? But
it's
Are we talking big jig here?
it's not. No, I mean, it's not that crazy.
okay, thank you.
That's 2 whispers.
We didn't discuss what? Say it.
Really? That's so low.
Our maths is foolproof.
I mean, we can get 3
Yeah,
points
if it's wrong, it's because
Yeah,
you
but
got
if they're
something wrong.
if they're wrong, we won.
Control F doesn't lie.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes. Okay.
You locked in?
Yeah.
Okay. Shut up. Imagine. No, let's do this second. Board Game Barrage. What is your range?
100 to infinity. It's big.
Playing like that.
That's allowed. That's
It's not
a number.
that crazy.
Oh, it's allowed.
Infinity's not that crazy. If the word bean appeared an infinite number of times
Yeah.
while you were reading the manual. Shut up and sit down. What is your range for in a game about
we
beat?
handed this over. I'm going to let Tom go through the maths for this because we handed over to the Bonanza and Bean expert, Tom, who was very confident about this.
I love those beans. And I said 7 beans per page.
Yep.
3 pages.
Yeah.
Ava corrected me to say 10 pages, and then something happened, and we got this number, which is wrong.
So hang on, just before you read it. So in a game about beans, about trading beans, drawing cards that are beans, planting beans, scoring beans, discarding beans, and with a manual that's 10 pages long with about 5 paragraphs per page, how many times do you think the word bean appears?
21 to 34.
The answer is 165. Board Game Barrage, 3 points. Wow.
It's pretty sweet having the smallest window between 100 and infinity. Really nailed it down.
I would love like a sort of House of Leaves style book where just a book about beans, just like it has an infinite mention of the word beans. But that's just me. Board Game
got dreams.
You're in control of the
You've all
board.
got beans.
Shut up and sit down. What do you crave? What calls to you?
Dwarves.
Welcome to the Dwarf Zone, everybody. In the original release of Dungeons & Dragons in 1974, there is no limit to how high a level you can be, unless you're a dwarf. Poor dwarves. What level can dwarves get to before they have maxed out their potential and can grow no further?
I know.
4 feet, yeah, I know, right? It's, I was backstage, like, rewriting like, the copywriting for these questions, and I was like, ooh, there's a joke there, but I didn't have time. But you did it. You nailed it, and I'm proud of you.
You want to go 5 to be on the safe side?
Yeah.
Okay, to what?
Well, it wouldn't be like
For
really
just
hard.
trivia for the audience, this is back when the super weird period of D&D where you could be a fighter, a magic user, or a dwarf, or an elf, where being a dwarf or an elf was your career, and that's what you did.
What was it like then?
What was it like then?
1974?
When in 1974, there were. It was wonderful. There you go.
Or was it Matt was the only one there?
It was a different time.
It quite literally
Nobody knew
was.
that holding back dwarves artificially would be seen as being disrespectful in the decades to follow. Back then, we're just like, no, this is where you are. You stay in that cave. We're taking any new gold you find.
Is this worse than the horses and Wizards of the Coast?
I mean, this whole thing is a mess. I'll be real. Like, you're going to destroy
Excuse
us.
me.
Listen, we need to come back.
20.
Yeah.
No, I think it's more than that. Maybe.
I mean,
It says a lot during this, to be
What's like
fair.
a reasonable-
We write numbers
They're like
down and go,
NPCs.
yeah. And then we look back at the page and we got all these different ranges and we can't remember which one was.
It's almost over.
we're great
Yeah.
copy.
Well, yeah. Let's hear what they say. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd like to copy.
Ooh.
Because
I
Matt
love
Matt
Dungeons
was
and Dragons
there.
too. I never played it. Let's.
Are you using the copy now to
even a
lock in
number
your lead?
anymore.
Like pros. Ah.
we're running the clock out.
Love it, love it, love
It
it.
used to be like, yeah, okay.
What's your range?
The range of dwarves we are willing to accept today is between 14 and 30.
Not that far from.
Bold. Dwarves reach their maximum potential at level 6.
Wow. Five.
I
or
kind
that?
of, yeah.
Yeah, it's really
I was
rough being a
thinking it-
dwarf.
The thing is, I'm sure I've read this, and I was like, I think it's around 5 or 6, but then I got thrown.
Okay, Board Game Barrage, you are back in control of the board.
Is this the last question?
If we take long enough.
If you take, yeah, that's true. If you really stall it.
Monster?
Sure. Oh, this is great. I hear Kingdom Death Monster's pretty good. Legendary Kickstarter board game Kingdom Death Monster is weird, overly complicated, oddly horny, and kind of gross.
Just like you.
That's a point deduction. That's a point deduction.
Have you seen that scene in
Keep running,
Succession
I'll get the
where
lawyer.
he just throws water bottles at his friend forever? But how many 10 out of 10 ratings has it received on Board Game Geek? For people who missed or shucks, we did a really great draft of the Board Game Geek top 200? Top 100?
Top 100.
Top 100. Because Board Game Barrage have this really great feature on this podcast where they do a fantasy football?
Fantasy draft.
A fantasy draft. Do you want to explain that actually? Because it's just a really great feature. I think it's actually a great sort of jumping on point to your podcast.
Oh, sure, yeah. So the premise is we look at the top 100 games on Board Game Geek, and normally as a threesome, we're like each drafting our 5 games that would make up our idealized collection, but we're just picking them in order like fantasy draft style, and we get people to vote on whose we think is the best.
And then for All Shucks, we did that as a team. So
Yeah.
you were on my team, Neelan.
And how did the Kingdom Death Monster go, Quids?
Well, for our last draft, there was a miscommunication between the two of us, and I drafted Kingdom Death Monster, and immediately we lost the game because of that. I just realized I've left the answers on the table, and you could have just looked at it.
Wait, and who won that? Who won that draft?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Doesn't,
This team right here. This team right here.
I think
That was
somebody
Gosh.
remembers. Yeah.
do we have our locked-in answers?
No.
You're not.
No, I was just...
10,000 plus. Like 10,000 is the low.
We've got ours.
I don't. I
We're
think
happy.
we're
We're good to roll.
No.
We're professionals.
I don't think
How
there,
many
I don't
do
think
you
there's
know
that many
that
comment.
rating.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah,
sad
how
that
many
converting
total
to Microsoft
ratings?
PowerPoint has done this to my slides.
I don't
This
think
is-
there's 100,000 total ratings.
Do you want to talk a bit about that?
This is
Games that
upsetting.
have 60,000.
So it probably wouldn't be 10,000.
How does this happen?
You just
Yeah,
spend
this is
ages
one of the
making
most
something look
popular
nice,
games.
and then it decides it doesn't have the
Imagine if
you
you were
know
presenting
CP,
like
so,
a presentation on a
start at
corporate
5,
merger. And,
I mean, this would be par for the course. Those people don't know what they're doing.
Or 10, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I would say like, I'd say.
You're whispering, but they can hear you.
No, it's fine. No.
We're
It's fine.
locked in. We're locked in.
Yeah.
You chat.
I'd say 1,000 to.
5,000. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. 1,000, 5,000.
so the Board Game Geek, Board Game Barrage answer is 1,000 to 5,000. Sheldon Dan, what did you go with?
950 to 1,800.
The answer is 3,801. That's 3 points to Board Game Barrage.
Good job.
No one in the audience enjoyed Kingdom Death Monster question. It's a weird game, but it's
I was just thinking it's one of those things where it's such a big game
Yeah,
that
no,
it's
yeah.
like, how many people actually own it?
quite a lot. It
And
was,
most of the people who own it will be giving it a 10 out of 10
Yeah,
on Board
that's
Game Geeks
true.
because they cannot ever think that it's not the best thing
Right.
ever. Otherwise, they will have to like unpick every decision they've made in their life.
if we have one question, let's just rattle through this because I think it's very funny. Can we just do the Austria question real quick as a final closing
The
one?
Austria question was the best question.
Oh yeah, no, this is my favorite. Now that's what I call Austria. Austria is a boring country. It doesn't exist anymore, and that's fine. But if you search for Austria on Board Game Geek's database, how many games, expansions, and promos come up? Is a tricky one. Avi, you like Austria?
I don't know Austria.
Oh, do you not? I thought
I've
you
not,
never met
I've
her?
not been. I've not been.
not been. No, I mean like
There's
I
probably
feel like if there's a game about
not that
Austria, you're more
Grand
likely
Austria
to
Hotel,
like
that's
it.
one.
That's one, yeah, so we don't.
I've
Let's
liked
go through
very,
all.
very
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
specific
Okay.
places and
Okay.
time
Promos
ranges in my
for
books.
Grand
Yeah.
Austria.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
So
makes
two?
I
Two,
see what
right,
you're
so
getting at,
minimum
but
two.
I've not played a game about Austria.
Maybe like.
When I do,
Minimum will be minimum.
I'll be like,
like,
oh, Austria's great.
40? No, let's
Okay.
drop.
I think you
We're
were
in the
excited
lead.
about that
Let's
game
not play
about the
double.
Habsburgs
And double.
that's
It's
coming out
double.
this week.
Double.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I forget the
Do up
Habsburgs.
to infinity, and
Yeah,
then we
what
win
if
automatically.
Tiffany did? Yeah. We got it. Oh, perfect. We're locked in.
Okay.
Just need to recover some dignity.
I think
at
we're
this point.
try-harding, though.
That's fine.
Are you going to infinity again?
Maybe.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, which one is it?
Choose one. I'm just giving multiple ranges and be like, just choose one. Which range do you like the most?
Shall I flip a crimpet?
Yeah, flip a crumpet.
Crimpets
or down?
Crimpets we win.
Down.
Nutritional information we lose. Okay, right.
That's true. That's very true.
It's crimpets. Wait, which
What do you mean
which
by
one was
we
which?
win?
That one's crimpets. Okay, cool.
Do we have our shut up and sit down? What range is?
We've flipped the crimpet and we're ready to lock.
Let's go.
It's 80 to 400.
80 to 400. Board Game Barrage.
All right, we'd like to double this.
Oh, you did try hard a little bit.
Like going in for the
Kinda
kill.
into it.
Our answer is all possible numbers.
We'd like to specify imaginary numbers count.
I think I'm starting to see your system.
Wow. I'm glad you did this in the last question, or this whole game show would have fallen apart. So it's really whether Shut Up and Sit Down got it. What was your range again? How many games?
80 to 400.
80 to 400. If you 400.
400. That's the new name of Austria.
If you type Austria into Board Game Geek's database, 50 results come up. That's just 3 more points to Board Game Barrage, which means, just as we close out the ceremony, Tom, would you like to talk from the bottom of your heart about what you love about the Board Game Barrage podcast? And give a round of applause to our winners, everybody.
So Tom, listen, just be nice, and then afterwards you can have a jelly crimpet, okay?
What you
just
need
be
to know
nice
is
for 1 minute. And you can
English
have
people
many
can
jelly
barely be
crimpets.
sincere at the best of times, so
I've never been sincere in my life.
you're about to start.
I'm going to do it now. The Board Game Barrage podcast, me and Quinn's joke about, is the best board game podcast.
Don't say that.
And I don't say other than our own, but Quinn's does, because that's the kind of person he is. It's true that it's kept us super sane during... This sounds like... The fact that we're sort of like promoing here sounds like we've arranged this to happen. We fought so hard to win this. It's really embarrassing. Their podcast is fantastic. They have the perfect ratio of like chatting about games, chatting about topics. They always come up with a good topic like every week, and like every single episode is great. And I like listening to them a lot. And is my minute over yet? Because I'm starting to get real nervous.
I think we'll take that. Everybody, thank you so much for coming to this little experiment. You've been a fantastic audience. Oh yeah, no. Launch
We got tasty cakes for everyone. Here you go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, no. They're going to regret inviting us now.
Oh, this is great.
Tasty.
Mark's got an arm.
Ooh.
Goal!
Thank you, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you.